Hi, I'm Dom. This is a quick video to show you about Marketplace and how to use it in your Lite Bridge projects. So you've just logged in, you've come through to the home screen. You can see I've got my test user project here. And what I want to do, well, I want to start the first module or one of the first modules. I'm going to be creating a folder for it. I happen to know that it might be it's the deep dive for your first pipeline. All right. So I know that's the name of the part of the course. I'm going to be adding things in here, but right now it's empty. And whenever I start a project, I need some data sets. Sometimes I need objects. Sometimes I need applications. There's all sorts of things that the courses are going to need for you to start with. And we're going to be saving them in here. Now, instead of copying the things across, Palantir has created quite a nice tool called Marketplace, where it's essentially a tool for us to be able to download things that have been ready-made into a package that then is deployed into your particular project, into our ontology, into our world. All right, so I know the first one we're doing is about a pipeline. So let's go see which ones are about the pipeline. There's a lot here. So I'm maybe going to, our first pipeline. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Found it. All right. So now this is a package that I can now install into my space. Great. Tells me a little bit about it. I don't need to worry about these things. What I want to do is go and install it. Obviously, I'm installing it again. You would install it for the first time. Now, before you move to the next screen, there's something really important to do here. And you always want to do this, even if it's just for data sets, but it's to add some kind of suffix to it. All right. I'm test user, so I'm going to make mine test user. You're going to have your name. I suspect that's the best way to do it, or give yourself some kind of code. Whatever you're going to remember quite easily. You don't worry about it. Nobody else is going to know much about it. It's just going to be living in your world. But it's important that you have a suffix for it, because otherwise you get confused. There are so many customer data sets. There are so many plant data sets out there. If they're all called plant and custom, you're not going to know which one is which and which one is for you. All right, so give it some kind of suffix that you're going to remember. Now, another important thing is I can go and install it straight into my project, but that's not really where I want it. I want it in my folder. So it's already picking out for me the location where I was last. That's great. I can go and browse. I can go and search a little bit through the projects, but I'm happy with this. This is where I want to put this project. So now I've got a good suffix and I've got a good place to store it. Fantastic. Don't worry about the namespace. That is for Lite Bridge. We can't change that. Now, we're going to go next. It's going to tell us what it's going to be deploying. Nothing you can really change here. It's just confirmation. Click next. It's going to give you now some validations, making sure, okay, cool, so everything's all right, because sometimes it's going to make changes to ontology and it needs to check that it's going to work. So if everything's working, you go ahead and click install. So now you don't need to copy these files. You don't need to organize them. They are going to be copied into your world. You're going to come across this later, but there's going to be important things like objects that need to be used in your project. And if you want to go and create them yourself, you can, but many of the courses are going to give you the starting objects to begin with. And so I highly recommend using Marketplace to do that. But again, put a little suffix before the name of the object, because there may be other people with objects as well in our space that are going to be using the same names. Okay, great. So now it's installed it. I can go and view it. It's going to take me to this piece here. I can go and click on this and go and see it in my actual folder. And this is what it copied for me. Fantastic. If I ever want to uninstall it, absolutely, I can do that. Let me just check. I can go back to Marketplace here. I can go back here and I can delete the installation, right? If I don't want it anymore, I want to get rid of it, that's fine. You can do that. There's some error, some issue, you can go and reinstall it too if you like. Okay, so that's Marketplace. Well worth having a look around. We are using pretty much all of these during the course. So if you want to try some ahead of time, you're welcome to. But basically, all of these are integrated into the course over time. And so you will get to implement these. Good luck.